knowledge like a sea. With patience and kindness, he shows the way, turning clouds of confusion into a sunny day. He's got the wisdom of the real world skies, guiding us higher, helping us realize that flying's not just a dream in the blue. With Forder by your side, you can make it true. Fly with Forder where the knowledge flows, through the winds of wisdom where the passion shows. He's the captain of kindness, the teacher we need, helping every simmer take off and succeed. He speaks in calm tones, steady and clear, breaking down the lessons, erasing the fear. From takeoff to landing, he covers it all. In his virtual cockpit, you'll never feel small. A community's heart, a mentor, a friend, he'll stick by your side till the lessons end. It's more than a game, it's the art of the air, and with Forder's guidance, you'll always get there. Fly with Forder where the knowledge flows, through the winds of wisdom where the passion shows. He's the captain of kindness, the teacher we need, helping every simmer take off and succeed. From the first cold start to a perfect glide, Forder's dedication is our joy and pride. In every stream there's magic to find, a passion for flying and a heart so kind. Fly with Forder where the knowledge flows, through the winds of wisdom where the passion shows. He's the captain of kindness, the teacher we need, helping every simmer take off and succeed. So here's to Forder, our guide in the air, a pilot of patience with a heart that cares. With every new lesson, our dreams take flight. Flying with Forder, we reach new heights.
Hi everybody and welcome to the competition. Here we go. Over here to my left you'll see right now there's Mike showing up, and we also have Andrew with us also. How you doing, Andrew?
Hello.
There he is, and there's his mug. And I want to also say hi to Mike. What's happening, Mike?
Oh, not much. I'm ready to do a competition.
Not much. Let's, yeah, you can see behind me here, there's some people practicing. There's the green dot, everybody. That's what's going on. And this is our landing competition at Lakeland Airport. Now, Lakeland Airport is K-L-A-L, and it's in Florida. It's in, I call it South Central Florida. It's on the way between Daytona and Tampa, with Orlando in the middle. And Lakeland Airport is the home of Sun and Fun. Sun and Fun happens every year, April 1st, sometime in April every year. This year it's April 1st. I work on the grounds as a volunteer on airside operations every year, and so that'll be a lot of fun coming up in April. But for now, we're doing the landing competition. We're stretching it a little more strict than normal. In the normal landing, airplanes coming in, the 9,000 or so pilots that will come into the expo, are going to land on the taxiway. And that's what you're seeing behind me here. That green dot is part of the taxiway. They land on the taxiway as a temporary runway, and they have the dots to make sure they can sequence up to 3 planes landing at the same time. Special FAA license. And this is an exciting part. We're going to stretch it a little further because we're going to have our competitors land their main wheels on the dot. They're going to keep rolling, of course, their airplanes, but if they get both those wheels on the dot, then they will get the full points. And that's the challenge. To add to that, we've also added in the Lake Parker approach, which is what happens in real life. We're using the real NOTAM that's used for the Lake Parker approach for the real airplanes in April. And we're using that today to make all of our contestants come in on the Lake Parker approach. They get points for that. And then they come in and land on the dot, and they get partial or full points for that. And then we tally at the end, and then we have, on this Tuesday coming, we'll give out our awards. All right, because I have to make all the certificates and figure out the prizes. The prizes for first, second, and third will be software vouchers for either Orbix or SimMarket. The first place winner will get a $50 voucher, and the second and third will each get a $25 voucher, which should still be enough for them to get their plane of their choice for free. So I'm giving away an airplane to the first 3 contesters, the first 3 winners. And I can't say that too often, you know, because I certainly couldn't buy a real one for them. And so that's a good prize. They also get a certificate that says first, second, third. And then all participants will be getting a certificate of participation. So for trying, and that's really cool. We have a number of people on the field. We have some cameras watching the dots, and we're going to be watching to make sure that they actually land right on the numbers, you guys, like these planes are doing behind us. They're practicing right now. Quite honestly, I'm looking closely at them, and these planes behind me right now, and yeah, these ones right here. Yeah, they're missing, almost every one of them are missing the dot by about an inch or two, so look out. And way cool. An awesome ventriloquist, absolutely. Say something, Mike.
Something.
I knew he was. Is that why you chuckled, Andrew? Andrew chuckled in the background. I knew why. He's like, "What do I say? Oh, something." Yeah, that's cool. So let me give you guys an idea on what's going to happen here. I just want to bring up the not the full NOTAM. We're not going to go through all of that. What I want to do is just give you an idea of what it's all about. We did the prep session already, so we're not going to do the prep session all over again. We have contestants waiting to start the whole thing. Let me move over to a screen here that we can use, probably this one, and just give you guys an idea here. You can see this is called the Lake Parker approach. This is the real one that pilots use for real. This is us right down here at Lakeland Airport, and all of the contestants, as in real life, they'll all start up to the north. Their first waypoint is Fantasia Flight. That's an air museum and airstrip, grass airstrip, up by Highway 4, up about half an hour from my home, actually. I just have to go south on Highway 4 and find it. That's a checkpoint. They'll be coming in over that checkpoint. They have to come in over the racetrack. They have to come in over the power plant. They have to follow Highway 4. They have to come south. And they have all been aware of this, and they've all practiced it, or they've been on our practice session where we actually practiced. Now, all of them will be traveling at 100 knots at 1,200 feet MSL, so 1,200 on their altimeter. Everybody's 29 or 9 or 2 today, all right? So on pilots will know what I'm talking about. So that's the plan. We're watching to see, we do have radar, we're watching to see if they actually travel at 100 knots. We're actually watching to see if they follow the proper plan. If they do that, they get points for following the approach properly. And then they get points for actually landing on the dots. Let's talk about what that's all about. So here's how the marking is going to go, everybody. You can see in here, once identified over Lake Parker, I'm going to ask you to rock your wings. Me or somebody. One of us will be a controller over Lake Parker, and one of us will be a controller at the airport. All right, and we will ask you to rock your wings. Pilots are not requested to say anything. All right, they will be connected by voice. I'm going to ask all of the participants to come to our Discord voice channel if you'd like to hear me real time asking you to rock your wings, all right, instead of the delay that Twitch and YouTube have. All right, so all contestants, if you could please come to Discord, Andrew will move you into a private voice area. But once identified over Lake Parker, we're going to ask you to rock your wings. By rocking your wings, you're acknowledging you can hear us. You don't have to say anything on the mic. This is used to keep the traffic over the radios down to a minimum. In real life, we have thousands of planes coming in every day, and if they were all talking, chatting, even acknowledging, the radio waves are too busy for the next plane that's a half a mile behind coming in hot. So we just have them rock their wings, very similar to Oshkosh. So a spotter's on the ground near your colored dot. You will be directed to the colored dot. We all know how to come into the airport now. We did all that prep session. We'll come in on our downwind, our base, and head toward the dot, and we've got to land our main wheels on the dot. That's the plan. And we'll keep rolling after that. So here's how it works. 5 points for touching down in the appropriate dot. If we give you a green dot and you land on yellow, 0 points. We give you a green dot, but you land both wheels on the dot with no bouncing back up. Anybody can bounce. Anybody can land on the dot and bounce. Not hard to do. Just aim the plane and cut the power. So we want skill here. So we want you to be able to touch both wheels and not bounce back up. We just saw a demonstration of this the first time Ace of Spades, another co-host on this channel, he brought in a twin Navion just an hour ago, brought in a twin Navion and set it down, the main wheels on the dot. First try. That was pretty wild. He is a skilled pilot, but that's a first try, and that was pretty amazing on a powerful plane. You also, if you can't do both wheels on the circle, you'll get 3 points for touching one wheel on the dot without bouncing, which means you're probably off center, but at least you got one wheel on there and you didn't bounce. And then 1 point for touching the dot, but you bounced. All right, so even if you hit the dot with 1 or 2 wheels and bounce, you'll still get a point for that because the accuracy of actually hitting the dot. All right, that's how the points will work around the dot. Here's the final now how the points will work, just so everybody remembers. 2 points for each Lake Parker approach that you follow correctly. As I mentioned earlier, they follow the right speed, they follow the right path. In real life, you just follow each other, so you're probably on the right path. All right, 1 point for following the approach correctly and 1 point for keeping your speed. So that's how you get the 2 points. Now, here's how you figure out your final score, everybody. We're going to all have each of the participants do 3 tries. All right, 3 tries, that's it. All right, and even now while we're talking, they could be attempting it. You saw me behind their screen there. You saw a few of the planes coming in and practicing. But 1 point, you're going to take your 2 best out of 3 landings for your score. If you got 3 landings and all 3 were 5s, you still only take 2 of them, you'll have a score of 10. Then we add 1 point for your 3rd attempt, regardless of the outcome, which means we're rewarding you for trying it a 3rd time. All right, you never know, your 3rd time might be better than your 1st and your 2nd, but we'll at least give you a point for your 3rd attempt, regardless of the outcome. 0 points for not following controller directions or landing on the wrong dot, as I mentioned. So the perfect event score is 16. If in the event we have a tie, which is possible, 2 perfect score landers, it's possible, then we'll have them do 1 more landing. All right, and we'll actually do it like a joust. We're going to have 1 person come in on runway 10 left, and we'll have another person come in on runway 28 right. They actually are coming at each other. One's going to land on yellow, the other's going to land on green. And then they'll have to figure out what to do before they crash. That's how we're going to determine the winner if there's a tie. All right. So there we go. That's how the marking happens. It sounds a bit complicated, but that's how it has to work, you guys. And this whole rock your wings is something that all pilots want to do in life. That would be so much fun. As they get closer to the airport, just so you know, they're going to be coming in from the north, straight south, and they're going to follow this road, Drain Field Road. That's your downwind. And you notice your downwind doesn't have to go way out here like normal and come in, and we're not doing the main runway. That's reserved for warbirds and for heavier aircraft. The jets that are in the air show, all the other bigger, faster airplanes are using the main runway. Us and our little GA planes, which are thousands of them in real life, will be coming in. And you notice that we'll just judge our base according to we're going to land on the dot. All right, typical in a circuit, you always look at a 45-degree angle before you turn your base, and you'll be descending, slowing down, using flaps, and trying to come and land with your 2 wheels on the dot. That's the plan. And for some of them, we'll send you this way, and some will send the other. That's how it's going to go, you guys. And once you're done, each participant, you can take off again and stay to the northeast of everybody coming in and head back to your starting point and do the approach again. All right? Or you can sit and have a break and watch the others, whatever you wish to do. But participants, you want to do probably 3 of these. All right, that's the plan, everybody. Let's move back to our main announcer area here, where Mike is always smiling, right? He's always smiling. And Mike, thanks for gifting the sub to Comic Crazy 3. He's also a winner, you guys, in our cross-country runs that we used to do in the early days of 2020. We used to do these cannonball runs. And Comic Crazy won one of them one year. He was awesome, and it's glad that he's here, and thanks for subscribing. Good to have you back, Comic Crazy. And those of you in YouTube, by all means, speak up and say hi if you have joined in. I see a few of you are there also. And let's hope we have some fun today, and let's go and enjoy this place. I want to also give you a picture of the field just to give you an idea what that looks like, you guys. I'm going to come back to this screen for a second. Here's the field as we see it. You saw it in the diagram. Now you see it for real. There's the 2 dots. And I want to say to you guys that these dots are put in there dynamically. They didn't make new scenery or a new file. We didn't have to download a new scenery or a new file for the airport. We simply are using, and there's Andrew coming in or taxiing right now. We are simply using Say Intention's dynamic client insertion program. It's just the client that comes with Say Intentions, the same company that makes ATC full IFR front to end and full VFR front to end. They also have a lot of other features. Today we're not going over that. We're going to focus on the landing competition, but they have mentors, they have tour guides, they have unbelievable realistic ATC. Well, here's what they've done for us, you guys, and they did that for us, and then they can use it for others, of course. They worked hard all week to make sure that we had dynamic dots, and that is their logo right there on the yellow dot. That's going to be one of the places they'll have to land. And down at the other end of the taxiway turned into a runway is the other dot, the green one. And we'll be asking you to land there. And we've got some planes positioned and some cameras positioned so that we can watch those happen. And so you'll notice the logo on them, and good for them because that's what they put in. Anyone with the Say Intentions client right now, once you start the client and then start your sim, you will see these dots show up. You will also see all of these airplanes over here. The field is full of them. These were put in dynamically by the Say Intentions client. All of those, that whole field over there, that whole field way over by the NOAA building, that whole field right there. Normally aircraft would park in these areas and put out their tents, and that's what they've done. This is all dynamic. We didn't have to add any scenery. We didn't have to download files or unzip them. We just ran the Say Intentions client, and it put all this stuff in there for us. Way cool. And so we're really grateful that they've done that for us, and it's made the event so much richer. I didn't have to hire and pay and commission somebody to make us all new scenery. To put dots on the runways in real life for the sim, you have to have a developer remake the whole airport and make a whole new airport file. And that's a lot of work, and you usually have to pay money for it, and developers have to pay attention to the details. And look what Say Intentions has done for us. You just run the client and away you go. Now, participants today have run the client already. They have the dots. They know where to go. They've seen the prep session, and then they registered. I also want to mention that Say Intentions has a website for those who are interested. You could get the 24-hour free trial of Say Intentions. I have to mention it as a partner, you guys, because this is a cool deal. You can get it for free. Some of the participants today have the free version, and they see the dots, and they're going to use it for today's session. They might not need it yet. They might have other ATC programs, or they're a VATSIM avid user and they don't need Say Intentions. That's fine. They're using it today for the competition. But check out the other features of Say Intentions, and you probably want to keep it and continue on because it has great features that you're going to see as we go along through our sessions here on our ForderLearnToFly channels. All right, so way to go for them, and that's what's going to happen. Our first flyers will be coming in from the north, and I see Andrew heading up there to the start. You can see him flying, you guys. That's our co-host, and I think you're in a Spitfire, Andrew. Let's go have a quick look at your screen. Yeah, look at that, you guys. He's in a Spitfire, which would be considered a warbird, of course. He would do what's called the warbird arrival. So he would be directed to the main runway, not the dots, in this plane because of the speed and because it's a warbird. And there's a special place over by Bravo 3. There's a special place on the grass for warbird parking in real life when the sim happens. It looks like Lake Parker there to your right wing, Andrew, I think. By the shape of it, looks like it. Okay, so with that in mind, you guys, we have participants ready to go. What I want to do is make sure they are in the voice chat so they can hear us ask them to rock their wings. So that's what I'm going to ask right now. I'm going to go and take a look at Discord, make sure all the participants are there, and then we'll get going. Moving over to here. Okay, thanks, Rap, for your note. I just got it. Let me just come back over here now to here. I'm just going to go look in our voice chat. And we've got Kiwi Craig in there. Anyone else who's a competitor? Comic Crazy's in there. Are you registered, Comic Crazy? If you're not, the registration is still open. I didn't close it, so you're lucky you can actually put your name in. You might have done that already. And let me see if I can find you a link for registration, right? And Andrew, Dr. Notham wants to know what Spitfire you're using. The one that spits fire, Mike says. Badoonch. Let me just go over to...
Yeah, no, it's the Flight Replicas Mark 1 from the Mark 2020 Marketplace.
Let's see. Okay, I'm just looking at some troubles that we're having. Comic Crazy's there. So Kiwi Craig, Peters, if you guys would just mute your mics, you'll still be able to hear me. Actually, you won't be able to because I'm not in there. Just a minute. I'm going to have to join private voice there also, which will come through my headset mic, or it should anyway. Check 1 2 3. Do you guys hear me? And then please mute your mics. All right. It's not. I'm going to get too distracted if I hear you guys talking. But this is so you can hear when we ask you to rock your wings, right? And then who else would be in there? Probably Andrew. Someone else might be in there. Okay, and it might bother you guys to hear, the participants might bother you guys to hear real-time audio right now and delayed audio that you'll see in the... Andrew, what kind of a screen is that anyway? Guess I'll come back to my screen here at the place, and matter of fact, let's just come back to our desk and we'll go from here. That's why, because he's looking over that way. Okay, and so he's just working. He's working on his headset, and that's what he's doing. All right, you guys. So let's get the participants in there. I see Kiwi Craig, Peter is in there. I see Comic Crazy's in there. I don't know if you have registered. Let me just go check a quick look here over here. Yes, and. AJ Craig. I don't know if you've registered because I don't see Comic Crazy in there, but just say yes or no in chat, all right? It might be one of those email addresses that I'm not going to put in there. Okay. I don't show the email addresses, you guys. So you did register. That's great. We got 9 contestants, everybody. So if you guys, before you start your flight, if you could please come into the audio on Discord. And if you can't do that, then we'll find some other way to have you rock your wings. So I'm going to mute the Discord voice for now. Just listen to the normal Twitch audio until you are on, until you're over Fantasy of Flight. Then probably I will turn on my audio. So I'm going to mute for the moment on Discord. There we go. All right, back to the desk. Let's get rolling, you guys. So the first place they're going to start out at, as you saw already, was north of the Fantasy of Flight area. I'm going to position my camera over that area. So I'm just going to head out right now with my camera over to the north, probably over towards where Andrew is, and I'm going to go find them in the air. Is it still F6 to move my camera? Here we go. They're still practicing behind me, but we're going to start the competition in a minute here. Probably up this way. Midway Lake, that doesn't look familiar. All right, I might have lost my bearings here. So now I'll just bring it over to here for a second, you guys. I've just done my drone camera over to here. This is Lake Parker. They'll be coming in from the north, from up there. And I'll be right here asking them to rock their wings. So this is my spot where I'm going to sit for the moment, or we're going to get Andrew to come here and I'll handle the airport. All right, so one or the other, depends on what Andrew wants to do. I see you up in the air there, Andrew. I see you're probably following the approach, right? So this is over Lake Parker. There's Lake Parker right there, and we're at the power plant. And that's actually a checkpoint along the way. So this is where I'm going to sit right here, watching the traffic. Not in the retention pond, probably right here. I'll put the tent right here, and I'm going to leave it like that. And maybe we can see them rock their wings as they come over. We'll see. They'll come over right in between the stack and, yeah, right about here. We're going to see them come over. There's a good view. Okay, we're all set. That's where I'm going to leave mine because that's where we'll see them first and we'll know who's coming. All right, let's get this competition started. Whoever wants to start out first, north of Fantasy Flight, we will follow you on radar. If you could run the client program, eventsflighttracker.tech. Let's just give that to everybody so that you can see yourself. And I'll bring it over here. And put that also into chat here. If you guys follow that URL, trust the URL. I don't give you any junk on this channel. That is the event tracker. We can follow them in the air. I see Andrew in the air already. If it's live, I think maybe you've landed, Andrew. Have you?
No, I'm active. I'm active paused over
because it wasn't moving.
the race,
okay.
over the racetrack that doesn't
Okay,
show up very
super.
well in the sim.
Okay, let's find you, and then I'll show everybody. Andrew, there you are. I see you. All right, so I'll just give everybody an idea. I'm going to bring it over to this screen. And you can see there are a few of the contestants are here at this airport. They're coming down to, there's Polk City. Here is the Fantasy of Flight. This airport right here is the Fantasy of Flight grass airstrips, where there's a big museum there. The Kermit Weeks Museum is right here, and this is the Interstate 4. This is the highway along the way. And here we see Peter Sell is the first one coming in. You can see he's right about here. He's actually probably at an airport, or he's already paused, ready to go. So if you don't mind, come on in. Oh, he's heading back to the airport. We got this one coming in. One of you start heading down this way, and you can be the first person in the competition. Andrew's sitting at the racetrack right here. If you don't have flight events running, please join and run it, and use the same tag that we have here, and then we will see you coming. And we'll be able to tell when you're coming, and then we'll do a visual outside. They'll be coming down through Andrew here over to where I am right here. I'm here at Lake Parker, and then they'll be coming over to the highway and coming straight down to the airport. And here's where everyone else is at Lakeland Airport right here. You can see my airplanes parked in the grass here. There's Srap's airplane near one of the dots, and we see Hermit's also there too. And I thought Ace of Spades said he was going to be there, but he might not be there either. There's Nebo, you guys. He's taxiing over to the ramp at the south end. There's the NOAA building. And we're going to follow them in, and away we go. And you guys can go one after the other. In real life, they do sequence them one after the other. And you can see they're starting to move up here and spread around. Peter Sell's going back to the airport for some reason. He might have to get some fuel. And there's where we're starting, up there somewhere. Anywhere north, you can start at any airport. I think we all started here at Flanders Field Airport. And as long as you start somewhere north and fly over this airport right here, then that's how we're going to do it. And Andrew will see them coming over first, and we'll also be able to tell their speed. All right, looks like Kiwi Craig might be first. Here's what you can do with this beautiful tool. Click it and show info. And that's how we tell you're at the right speed. That's how we can tell you're actually over where you should be. He should be making a slight right turn over top of that airport. And each of them do have, you had it streaming yellow. Okay, so we'll have a look at that in a second when we get to the dots. Yep. It's probably still there. I just don't see it on my screen, but it'll probably still be there.
I don't know. My dots are gone too. They were there a little while ago.
Dots shouldn't be gone. Nobody said dots are gone. No, I'm sure your stream's fine, Ace. It's not on my previous screen for some reason. So you can see they're all on the move, you guys. These are all competitors. There's Mike Audio. There's Peter Sell. I'm going to say Peter Selly. And there's Kiwi Craig. And they're heading down. They'll be turning where Andrew is. And Andrew, do you have a camera on them on your screen? Looks like you do, right? Where you are? No, you're over the racetrack.
Well,
oh,
my
no, you're
plane's
over the airport.
I'm at the airport. My plane's
okay.
at the racetrack.
Okay, so then that's okay.
But I'm at the airport in my drone. So you're just the tag is where my plane is.
Okay, so what are you going to be doing there? Are you going to direct them to a dot, or are you going to?
Well, I was, but I don't have dots at the moment.
Okay, so if I could have you come up to Lake Parker and have them rock their wings, I'll manage the airport. All right, we could do that if you don't mind. Take your drone up to Lake Parker. Just do a visual and have them rock their wings. So you can see Kiwi Craig's doing it right. You come on a diagonal down at the racetrack. At the racetrack, it's all visual, you guys. At the racetrack, they'll turn right and head over to the power plant, which is where I am right here. And we're going to have them rock their wings. And the first one I might have to do because Andrew might not be there in time. But Comic Crazy, it's this URL that I put into chat. I'll put it in. It should be up there a few lines, but I'll put it in again. And from there, Dr. Notham, I think you were on green dot, and that's perfect. We want you there. I'm going to switch to your screen, make sure that works. And the first wave, Andrew, we're going to send them downwind for 10 left. I'm gonna manage that at the airport. Everybody's going to come into the green dot on 10 left, but we'll tell them that when they come in. Now, Comic Crazy, when you get the flight tracker open like I have right now, go to the right corner and click Join. And put in your same call sign so we know it's you. I don't know if you were here for the prep session, but there is a flight plan you can use if you want to use a flight plan. There's no problem using a flight plan, you guys. It'll make sure you're accurate. You just have to manage your speed. And if you need that flight plan, maybe I'll send it to you in Discord. Matter of fact, let's see if I can pull it up here. Flight plan. Sun and Fun, maybe. Yep, there it is. There's the flight plan, Comic Crazy, if you need it. If you want to use autopilot or just follow it on your screens. All right, Kiwi Craig has come over the racetrack and now heading toward me. I'm at the power plant at the moment until Andrew gets there. And once he's at the power plant grounds, like the same view that I have right here, this is my view where they'll come straight at me through here at about 1,200 feet. I should see them right here when they rock their wings. All right, and that's the view we want. Once Andrew's in that same spot, then he can manage it from there. And we'll just switch to his screen. Get down close to the ground, Andrew, and then have that post to one side and the wall to the right. Once he's got that in order, then we'll just let him manage it. So this is why we want all the contestants to start already instead of waiting for each one to come down the approach, because each approach takes about 10 minutes. Right? So once they get rolling, we'll see them start to roll in. Now, Mike Audio and Peter Sell are both together. Mike, I'm going to have you do a 360 and get some spacing in there, all right? I'm not going to send you back to the start. So if you wouldn't mind doing a 360, get some spacing in there. So the distance between Peter Sell and Kiwi Craig is perfect. It's enough for us to be able to watch what's going on.
Comic Crazy, no, you don't. It doesn't require you to restart the sim for the flight events thing.
Not for flight events, no. Just keep it going. Just make sure you say start tracking or start whatever it says. Start flight tracking button with your call sign in there. And then we'll see it pop up. Oops. I had it up. Just a second. Oh, here it is right here. And let's see. Don't see you yet, Comic Crazy, but when you pop up, I'll be able to tell. All right, we've got the approach happening with a few. Now, just picture this, you guys. In real life, they would be half a mile apart at 100 knots at 1,200 feet. This becomes a conga line of thousands of pilots before and every day, every single day of the week of the expo. Here we've got a few contestants who are going to be practicing or being judged on their landing skill, but they have to do the approach to get the points for that too. It's a thrill for pilots to do this. In real life, if you get to do it, it's an even bigger thrill because, you know, you did the actual approach, just like in Oshkosh doing the Fisk approach. So Peter Sell says, I don't have traffic in-game. So you did see him on top, right? But you can't. But you cannot see him. Okay. Well, we'll watch you coming in. Hopefully, we'll see your plane. I do see you in flight events. I don't know if we see you.
I've got him in the sim too.
Okay, so you do see him.
Well,
Peter
I see his tag anyway. I see his tag. He's too far away to see his plane yet.
Yeah. Once we see his plane, then. And this is what Andrew will see, you guys. And you guys, I noticed Andrew's got clouds. We want to have clear skies so we can see all the planes. Make sure all the contestants are on clear skies. And same with the rest of the cameras, okay? We didn't mention it already, but I'm mentioning it now. Like my screen here, I've got clear skies. There's Peter Selly. There's Mike Audio. They're coming in. And Andrew's got it covered. And so I'm going to move my camera now down to the airport. Let's move over to Andrew here.
Oh.
That's Andrew's live screen, and he'll be able to see them rock their wings.
Yeah, their tags have disappeared.
I see them on mine. Still, they're coming in towards you.
I changed the weather, and they disappeared.
Oh, maybe they'll come back.
We can bring Foxy and Hermit into the group.
Yep, absolutely. Do you have permission to do that, Mike?
No.
Well, we got it.
Just tried.
Andrew has to do it. Okay. So Andrew's busy right now. We're going to go to my screen so we can see them coming in. And I'm just going to do it like this so we can see him. There's Peter Selly. And don't see his plane, though. I just see his tag. Yep. So he didn't see us. That's unfortunate. He should be on all players. And it should be on Southeast Asia. So this won't work. We won't be able to see your wheels. Now, I'm not going to make it go all the way back, Peter Selly, but if you can find a nearby airport or field and land and then start over, because if we can't see your plane, we can't tell if your wheels are touching, right? I see you right here, but I don't see an airplane. To you, it's probably looking great, but to multiplayer, we don't see a thing, all right? So, what's your nearest airport? Or even a field? There's lots of heliports all around. But anyway, find a field and land and then just start the sim over, okay? If you don't mind. And Andrew, you're back on scene right there. Are you seeing any other tags?
I still have no tags.
No tags, okay, so I'll get over there.
Give me a sec, I'll check. Just play musical whatnots with the...
Well, I might have a problem too. I'm seeing Mike Audio come in. I don't see his airplane yet. So, you know what? There's a problem, you guys. What's going on with multiplayer? Oh, maybe we've turned it off because of say intentions? Is that possible, Mike?
No.
Maybe I did. But Mike, you're above the tower, and there we go. We can't even do a rock your wings. So I'll have a rock your wings when we get down there.
No worries.
Maybe that's it, Andrew. I think we were playing around with this Thursday. We turned off the normal multiplayer, and we turned on the...
but then we wouldn't have seen anybody this morning.
Okay, that's true. Southeast Asia, multiplayer servers, multiplayers on. Show them.
No, it's like you asked me to go back to clear skies, so
Right.
I went up to top. I went to weather. I went to clear skies. I came back and there were no tags, and they were literally staring at them 2 seconds before
maybe
that.
it changed our all players thing, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought, but I went and
Yep, could be.
I'm on not live weather, and I'm on not real time, and I'm on custom. So
All right, I'm going to end mine, and then we'll see what we can do here. Got to have it happen. We've got people coming in, and Peter Selly is getting close. All right, so let's go check out. Flight conditions, all players, preset, air traffic. All players. Oh, I got all players. And I'm going to put it for noon. So, that's not it. You're watching Andrew's screen, you guys, while I get mine ready to go here. And we're departing it. All right, I'm spawning in. We'll see what happens. So I went back out, going back in. Shift X, right? And I don't have a drone camera. All right, no luck, Andrew. All right, let's go to another screen here. Let's just see what Ace has got. Ace is sitting at the yellow dot. Dr. No Thumb is sitting at the green dot. There's someone coming in. Who is that? That was Kiwi Craig. Okay, so you're seeing Kiwi Craig, Dr. No Thumb. We aren't. You probably saw the first one too, right? So what's the difference, you guys? All right, I'm going to go over to my Say Intentions client. Make sure that that feature's turned off. Yep, it is turned off.
Heisenberg's in general now.
Who is?
Heisenberg, we can bring them in
Super.
now.
I can't get my drone camera working, so we're relying on Dr. No Thumb to watch the dots. They come all this way, you guys, and then we can't get them in. I can't get drone working now. I have to restart my sim from scratch. Do you see Mike's plane? Almost. Yeah, there's a plane there. Yep. So Dr. No Thumb can see everybody, Andrew. We're going to have to restart our sims from scratch. I tried it from the starting screen, from the screen where you check your multiplayer, but we got to go right out of the sim, I think. Just pick clear skies right from the start and not mess around. I'm going to quit completely. So right now it's, you know, all of us would be watching, but right now we've got to rely on Dr. No Thumb to be watching the dot and see how they do. We know that their approach has been all right. Yeah, Twitch is a strange beast, that's for sure, Jeff, yeah. Sorry, Dr. No Thumb, I was trying to get my sim working, so I wasn't watching chat. You said you got Kiwi coming in, so you were watching him. And we've got centered on your screen right now with Mike, while I get my sim working. We had multiplayer happening perfectly this morning for our group fly, you guys, and we didn't touch our sim at all. Who knows what's going on there? We were having rock solid performance, and now... So Mike's coming in. Normally at this point, before he got down there, I'd say you're probably too far away, Mike. Are you doing a wide circuit? You don't have to go down to the end of the runway, right?
No, I was typing, so
I
passed
see.
a
Okay.
little bit.
Typing on downwind. Okay. We get it. We get it. I'm going to give you a number to call the tower when you're done. Kiwi Craig says I missed. It's common, right? Kiwi Craig, you know from practicing, right? It's common. I was showing people how to do it, and I missed. So I only got it today when I used the 701. But, you know, Ace of Spades did it with a twin. Don't text and fly. See? He's right. As he's texting. Well, he's on the ground with a camera. So that works. Okay, Mike's coming in, everybody. Drum roll. Oops. Oh, there he is. He disappeared for a second. And like, oh no, another plane. We've lost another plane. Talk about fun. Talk about fun. The challenges, you guys. Mike, have you got like full flaps on? Like, what's the deal, dude? He's so slow. But you know what? You got to be slow, everybody, to be accurate. You can't come barreling in and expect to hit those things and not bounce.
I don't expect to hit it anyway going slow.
Yeah, focus, Mike. Focus. You're on final. Focus. Oh, that looked like he might have had both wheels. I saw one wheel go in. I don't know, Dr. No Thumb. That was looking pretty good. Right at the end of the circle, too. Way to go, Mike. Thanks. We had to have something working right here. Kiwi Craig says, look good to me.
That's the first time all the practice runs I actually landed in the dot.
See? Practice makes perfect. I think he did it intentionally, Andrew, you know. You know.
Probably. He's like that.
You know, he's like that. You know, he'll miss every time intentionally, just, and then, you know, when time comes, you know, now he's competing. You just put her down, no problem.
I was actually surprised I got it.
Put her down, no problem.
I did not have faith it was going to happen.
Ace says, I thought I saw a hair of a bounce. Huh? All those planes you see in the foreground, you guys, on Dr. No Thumb's screen, those are all put in by Say Intentions dynamically so that it looks more like Sun and Fun would be. And look what he's flying, you guys. The X-Cub. Look at this. Comic Crazy's going to put her down right on the dot. I use this a lot for rescue in the mountains. I use the X-Cub in career mode. Having a ball with it. You got to actually land on desert ground with bumps and boulders and all the rest and try not to crash. It's a great plane to fly when you want to put her down where you need it. All right, let me just see if I can get back into the airport and have a drone camera. Flight conditions. I feel good, Jeff says, if I land on the correct runway, let alone a dot. Yeah. I'm going to do live, but I'm going to move it over to noon. Clear skies. All players. That should work. And let's go back to here and just see where he is. Yeah, Comic Crazy, I don't see you in the flight events. I guess you don't have it running, so that's too bad. We can't see whether you're doing the approach right, but we're going to have to say yes. And N6542 first time chat, thanks for joining in. Need tents underneath the wings of the airplanes. That's what I did at Oshkosh with my father, the Cessna 172 Cutlass RG retractable gear plane. Yes, absolutely, I agree with you. That's how it should be done. And they will do that. This is their first, this week they threw this together for us, so they will get better at this and do something more. What I want to show you is we have done this already. I'll bring it over to my screen here before Comic Crazy comes in. Let's go back to my screen. You'll see here, my poster here, this is actually in the sim, you guys. I flew into Oshkosh, or sorry, I flew into Sun and Fun, and I landed in the field where they would normally park. I know where they all park because I work there. And I opened up the Parallel 42 camp out utility, and I put a tent under the wing, and I put a chair there. You can't have a fireplace, but this is what it looks like for thousands of planes. And if you look at the Pilot Edge sessions, they have custom scenery that they've made. Hours and hours to make custom scenery with planes and tents. And we'll eventually have that on ours too for Sun and Fun. And that's what it looks like. And this is where you live for a week. That's pretty cool. A lot of fun. No Home Depot bucket. No. No, they supply porta potties everywhere. No, there's not one of those. I laugh because I know sailors that have one of those in their boat. So no, no, no.
I'm tempted to say, Howard, that the Golf Mike Zulu Zulu Hotel may be Comic Crazy.
Okay. Okay, he's coming down Highway 4 right now? Yeah, okay. And Comic Crazy's flying, so he can't confirm it in chat, but that could be it. All right, let's just come back here for a second and show you guys what he's talking about. This guy right here is following it properly. Show info. Altitude's 1100. Supposed to be, yep, he's almost 1200. And then 94 knots, he's almost 100. Ground speed 100, yep. That's him. He's coming south. He certainly knows the plan.
That is him.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, there's a field in there to put your call sign in, but as long as we know who you are. So Zulu Zulu Hotel is Comic Crazy. He's coming south. And at this point, as he comes in over this road, actually this road here, the intersection, I would tell him to rock his wings. So let's see. I don't know if I can get in there in time. And let's go see what we've got here. Dr. No Thumb's sitting there watching him come in. And we've got Ace sitting over here on the yellow. We're going to be using that soon. We've got Andrew, who's coming also back into the sim like I am. Okay. All right, I am in the sim. Let's see if I can get a drone camera working. I see Comic Crazy in the distance. And let's see if I can get a drone camera working. This is a complete reinstall of the sim. I got a drone camera. All right. So we're going to use Dr. No Thumb for the dot. Well, we can use him to follow too. But as he gets closer, I'm going to have him rock his wings, and I'll have a close-up view of him rocking his wings, you guys. That's what we're going to do. Come back over to my screen now, and we'll get a look at that. And I'm sorry for the first two contestants that my sim didn't work properly, but I still don't know if I'll see his plane. If not, we'll go over to Dr. No Thumb for sure, just as he comes into the dot anyway. So there's the field, there's the dots. He'll be coming in right here in the middle where the terminal is, where this road is. That road is actually, and it breaks up into a divided road. That is actually called Airport Road right there. Where it meets the highway a little further up there is where we're going to have him rock his wings. I did see him. Oh, he's over here. Oh, he's over here. Okay. Oh, he went off way over. Okay. So Comic Crazy, you want to come back around. You don't have to go to the threshold of the runway. You're going to be coming in on the taxiway toward the colored dot. And you guys, Comic Crazy wasn't in our practice sessions. The rest of them know what to do. There are specific instructions, so we'll just help him along here. He was one of the late registrants. So he's coming in over here. Normally what we would do on the radio and on live Discord right now, we would say the color of his plane, in this case we'd just say, Comic Crazy, rock your wings. And as I get closer, I'm going to have him rock his wings before he sets up for his final here. If I can just get to him in time. I'm going to speed this up. See if I can see an airplane. There, I do see an airplane. Okay, one more time. Comic Crazy, rock your wings. Ooh, he's coming right at me. There, he's rocking his wings, you guys, and that's cool. Now, it might have messed up his landing. Yeah, he's coming in pretty steep. Over to Dr. No Thumb on the dot. If that doesn't work, we're going to let you just do a go around because I had you rocking your wings late. Ooh, baby. What do you guys think of that? Mamma mia, even after having him rock at such a short final. I didn't realize how close he was to final. Man, oh man. That was awesome. All right. So Mike, is that ever interesting? Now I'm seeing planes, now things are working, but I got half a circle on the yellow. Do you believe it? Do you think new flight would help on say intentions? Oh, and now it disappeared completely. There we go. Yep, new flight helped. All refreshed. Good, I got my dots. All right, let's see who's coming. Looks like Top Clock 22. And I'll be positioned right here over Airport Road. In real life, controllers are here. In real life, they actually have binoculars. The ones down at the airport are actually the North Tower frequency. The ones further up at Lake Parker are a portable radio station. Yep, there you go, Comet Crazy, yep. And what did Dr. Notham have to say about it? The one in the parallel 42 is Home Depot, really, Ace? That's not allowed at Sun and Fun, that's for sure. They supply all that. All right, let's see where everybody is. Come over to my screen for a minute. And you can see there's Comet Crazy leaving now and heading back for one more or two more approaches. Here's our next one coming in on Airport Road right here. And as soon as he gets around here, you guys see my screen? Yep. As soon as he gets around here, Polk Parkway and Airport Road, I have him rock his wings. I'll say that to him any second now. And I'm watching him right here. So Tom Glock 22, rock your wings. Should have said it when I got closer. Should be right around here. I thought he was closer. It looks like he's coming right over it. I'll have you do it one more time as I get closer here. Right over top of this parkway. That's Polk Parkway and Airport Road. As soon as I can see an airplane. I saw Comet Crazy. I don't see Top Glock. Wow. All right, if you could turn right, you're going to be doing a left downwind for the green dot. You'll be landing on 10 left, green dot. And there he is, there. Okay. Come on down this road where my pointer is, right there. That's the road you follow. There you go, you're back on track. Head down that road, then you'll do a left turn down here. So wherever you feel you need, however far back you need, do a left turn towards the taxiway, and then head in for the green dot right there. That'll be your approach. Probably more like that is your approach. There we are, you're back on track. Now you know your circuit, you're good to go. And we'll go over to Dr. Notham and pick it up from there. You guys, I just want to say my appreciation for Dr. Notham's video. His was working when ours wasn't, and he's always there with some great video coverage, whether it be the Wales mock loop, whether it be Oshkosh, the Silverstone races, any of these events that we've done here on this channel. Dr. Notham's always been a great videographer coming through for us. So we want to give a note of our appreciation for that. Now, I'm not keeping track of who's doing what, but these guys, you know, the approach is long. They're not going to do more than 3, and then we'll tally up from there. So, as we're waiting for him to come in, he's coming in around on final. Maybe I'll wait a bit. Yeah, he's just coming in on final. We'll wait and see how it goes. That's normally taxiway alpha in real life, you guys, but for the 1 week of this event, it is runway 10 left and 28 right, with colored dots for them to land on. And that keeps the spacing for all the thousands of pilots coming in. Yeah, the drawing distance for the planes is awful, but it will get better, that's for sure. Look how close he is. Dr. Notham's on it. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Looked like it was before the dot. I don't know. We'll have to get it from Dr. No Thumb and anyone else who was watching that screen. Looked like he landed before the dot. So Comet Crazy got a perfect 5 on his landing. I don't know if I don't think either wheel touched the dot on this one. It's hard, you guys. You got to know where your feet are, right? It's a very hard thing. I tried to demo it Thursday night and I missed. I was flying a plane I hadn't flown before, but no excuse. I'm used to a Cessna high wing anyway. I should have known where my wheels would touch. And it is tough to do. What I like about the X-Cub, and today I was flying the CH-701, what I like about both of those planes is they're light. You can plop them down anywhere you want and they stay there. And I nailed the dot today with the CH-701. Now typically in Florida at the time of year of the expo, you're going to see skies like this. Unless, rarely, which happened one year, I think it was 2011, we had storms on the Thursday. Everybody disappears. We take our staff down to skeleton staff because there's not needed. And there's a wasted day of the week. But typically it's blue skies all the time at that time of year. Right now, it's freezing in Florida. Everybody's hiding, you know. All right. I'm going to say, you guys, although they're not a sponsor, they do give us great support. They are a partner of ours, Say Intentions, who supply our scenery right now, supply our dynamic planes, our dynamic dots, all that stuff that they're providing, the hard work that they did, you guys. We want to give them a shout out for sure. SayIntentions.ai. Go there and grab your free client and talk in real time over your microphone on your headset to air traffic controllers. This thing is awesome. IFR front to finish, VFR front to finish, and plenty of other things like mentors, tour guides, and even something that's coming out soon called Skynet. Go check them out. Check the free trial. You get 24 hours to go play, and some of our contestants are using the free trial today so that they can see the dots and have some fun. Go check them out, you guys, because they've been awesome, and their product, we've watched it grow from 0 to where it is now. Very popular. All right, let's see who's coming up next. There's Hermit on the move down here at, this is called Paradise Field, you guys. This is actually a small grass airstrip where they do STOL landings. I'm going to guess that's where Oo Can Do will be. He'll be at Sun and Fun this year. He's down there watching the STOL competitions. I'm up here on Taxiway Foxtrot managing people. Oops, sorry, right here. Managing people and planes. So I might not get to him. That's quite a distance, by the way. But I know I've got friends camping over here in the West End. I'm camping, or sorry, in the East End. I'm over here camping in the West End. So maybe after hours we can get together and draw a few drinks or talk about aviation. It'll be a lot of fun. No dots when I tried to land. Oh, no kidding. Oh, you're top Glock. Okay, Heis. No dots. So you do have the Say Intentions client running, and you did run it first before you ran the sim, the very first time. And then after that, you just simply click on New Flight. All right, for those who haven't seen this before, in case you're getting it for the first time, here's the Say Intentions client running. The version is 2.7.5.2. And all you do is say New Flight. If you've already done it before and you have seen the dots, just say New Flight to make sure you get the new fuller dots that they have. If you've never done it before, you have to run this client first, and it puts some files into your community folder, and then you run the sim. That's how it works, you guys. So maybe for your next run, maybe close your sim, start your client first, and then away you go. Sometimes they are there, and sometimes they are not. All right, so if they are there already, Heist, don't start your sim over. Just go to New Flight. New Flight, it'll take a few seconds. I would say count to 10 maybe, and you'll all of a sudden see the dots appear. You might even see them disappear because they're cleaning it out, and then they make them appear again. And so then you'll see the full circles. And at first they couldn't do a full circle. The elevations weren't perfect. So they couldn't use paint or simulation paint because the elevation wasn't straight. And they went and did their magic to make sure it works. And now we got full circles sitting on uneven pavement, and it's working. Awesome job. Here comes Kiwi Craig. I think this is his second attempt, you guys. He's following the approach all the way down. I know it's a pain, you guys, but this is exactly like Oshkosh. They make you start back at Green Lake and do the whole approach, the Fisk approach again. So it's the same thing. They want you to get into line with all the other airplanes. So here, even though we don't have thousands of planes, we want you to go back to the start, at least to Fantasy of Flight. Fantasy of Flight is right up around here, right there. There's Fantasy of Flight on my screen. And you can see that Zulu Zulu Hotel has started from there already. On your way up, each of you who are going up there, if you do want to slew up, we're not counting that. We're not counting how you get there, but certainly start from around that area, and from there on, we're marking whether you are doing it right. Andrew, let me know when you're already. I saw your screen and it was upside down and left and right, so I'm not quite sure how you'd even fix that, you know. So maybe
still
just,
having some.
maybe just go all the way around so it's level.
Yeah, I'm still having.
Go ahead. You're still having troubles. I was starting to give you a suggestion. Maybe keep turning it the way you are toward the ground and go all the way around. Does that work, or does it stop like that? Okay, there you go.
Oh, that was just me moving.
Okay, and now you're actually seeing a plane coming in, or are you?
No, I still got some weirdness going on.
Because Mike Audio's coming in, right?
Yeah, it's not. Still
you can
not
hold that steady. Hold that steady. Get him to rock his wings.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a tag.
Oh, okay.
Still,
that's a POI tag. I thought I saw an airplane tag.
Yeah, no, that's an airport tag.
So we'll come back over to me, you guys. There's where Mike is over. He's coming over the power plant at Lake Parker. Peter Selly's already been there. We can't tell them to rock their wings. That's normally where we would, once Andrew can see them in the sim. I think you started over too, Andrew, right?
Yeah, it's still being weird, so.
So now Peter Selly will come down here. Oh, Kiwi Craig's already here. Sorry, I didn't have him rock his wings. I'm not paying attention. I missed him behind me here. So if I can get his plane here, I'm going to ask him to rock his wings. So Kiwi, before you turn to base there, I'm going to say, Kiwi Craig, rock your wings. He's sort of turning and rocking. Once you're level there, give me a good rock on base. No, he's turning. He's just too sharp a base, you guys. So let's let him land. Don't worry about rocking. Remember now, you guys, when you do have to rock your wings just in real life, you got to do it drastically in the plane. Don't worry about it now. You're on final. But you've got to really do it drastically. Little tiny rock, people can't see that with their binoculars. It's like, I think that's him. You really want to give it a 30-degree on both sides. And it's a little unnerving inside the plane, but that's what we want to see from the ground, right? All right, over to Dr. No Thumb, who's watching him come in. Is that what he's flying for real?
The Optica?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw somebody flying the Optica earlier.
That's a nice slow plane. That should be able to plop it down. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the approach. He's got his flaps down, and he's... I don't know. I'm
going to throw that based on what's on the stream. I'm going to throw that as slightly late.
That's what I thought.
Like a tire rotation late.
Yeah, it looked late. Yeah. But great coverage. We will we'll be sending them over to this dot soon, and we'll be watching Ace's. Ace's camera will be steady. We'll just leave it like that, and nice side view so we can see whether they're in front or behind. Andrew, back over to you. Do you see anything different, or are we going to just not worry about you?
I saw a plane go over, but still wasn't have a tag on it. I may just reboot the whole machine kind of thing, but I'm not going to worry about it today. So it's getting, yeah, I don't know. I may just shut down, and you guys can continue on without me.
Well, just try another restart then, Andrew. You know, we need you there, man. Don't give up. Mike's here. You can see Mike coming in now. It looks like he's coming down Airport Road, maybe. Let me just have a look at my map.
Yep, there goes the plane. Rock your wings, Mike.
On you, Andrew? Did you see him or no?
Well, there's a plane going by, but...
Okay. So here comes Peter Selly. He's coming down to the intersection right now. So I'm going to have him rock his wings. Right here. Let me get closer so everybody can see the rock. There's Airport Road right there. Hopefully I can see his plane. No, I don't see his plane. So, you know, this multiplayer thing, you guys, I don't know. It's too bad Say Intention Skynet thing isn't working yet for everybody. So normally we'd have him rock his wings. We're gonna let Dr. Nothumb pick it up from there. For some reason he can see them. So it's something in our multiplayer settings. It's, you know, you might be on live players instead of all players, and it could be something like that. Some simple thing, and it does flip us, you guys. Sometimes we'll start a new flight, and it'll flip us over to live, and it's like,
sometimes
drives us nuts.
Yeah, sometimes changing. Even 2020 did that sometimes. Changing weather could mess up your live settings.
And that's too bad. We weren't strict about the settings, but look, Dr. Nothumb can pick them up every time for some reason, so we're just going to leave it like that. Are you using the built-in multiplayer, Dr. Nothumb? Are you using the Say Intentions multiplayer, maybe? No, that shouldn't work for everybody.
No, it wouldn't work for everybody.
So now,
the Skynet would only show people who have Say Intentions.
So he's on his downwind. He's making his turn to base, everybody. And here he comes. He's going to be coming in. Dr. Nothumb's on it, so I'm not going to change screens around, but not far behind him is Mike Audio. He'll be up next. And you guys, if this is your second attempt, then we're going to be doing the yellow button afterwards. Nice coverage. Look, at this draw distance, there's half a wing, you guys, and he's still pulling it off. Right, Jeff? Jeff says, don't get me started. All right, let's have a close look, you guys. He's on short final. Here he comes. Cessna 172. He's got flaps down. Looks like 2 flaps. Boom. I think he dropped afterwards. I don't know. You guys are closer. He's coming in hot, though. You want to get close to stall speed, typically 1.3 times stall speed. Stall speed in a Cessna with full flaps, I mean full flaps all the way down, stall speed is around 54, maybe 45 with full flaps, but I usually do 2 flaps on landing, and it's somewhere around 45. So you want to get close to stall, but you don't want to stall because you just fall out of the sky, but that's the idea behind it. So that's the challenge. The challenge is to get low enough, slow enough, and somehow let your wings drop. Remember, if you're doing it with power alone, make sure it's 2 seconds before you drop. You cut power, it'll bleed off some airspeed, and then you'll drop. So there's 2, 3, maybe 4 seconds before you actually drop when you use power alone. If you use yoke or pitch, then you should be able to point the nose straight down. Remember that the lower you are, the more shallow your angle will be, and you'll less likely bounce. And that's really what the challenge is, you guys. We want to not bounce, but be slow enough and plant those main wheels on the ground. All right, we got Crazy. No, we should have Mike Audio. Do I see him anywhere? Maybe Dr. Nothumb's on him. I thought I saw him in the distance.
Yeah, coming in.
Final? Mike's on final. Yep. Final for green dot. He should be down that way. Yep, there he is. All right. Cessna 172, Mike Audio, you guys. He's on voice. You heard him a minute ago. Let's focus and let him have some silence.
Oh, too early.
Achoo!
Too
I
early.
saw you drop too early, so I sneezed. There we go. I didn't want to jinx you, but you know, I saw you messed it up. And Mike's parking right there.
I just fell right there.
There's Comet Crazy coming in on downwind. He rocked his wings. He's still rock. Hey, that's great rock. Nice rock. Proceed to the green dot. So I think, Comet Crazy, is that your second or even your third? If it's your third, I wanted you to come in on yellow, but you know, no problem. Do the green dot. And if you don't mind, all of you, I want you to come in now. We're going to be going down the other downwind on a right downwind, coming in on 28 right, and you're going to be going for the yellow dot. Great coverage, Dr. Notham. Thanks for that. Looks like he's turning on base. He's on short final now, coming in for the green dot. Peter Selly says green dot was not showing. I estimated it. Son of a gun. That's too bad. Yep. Oh. He's running the WB sim. I should have. Oh, maybe I don't. I had it on my other version of the sim. I had it in beta. I might not have it here on my Steam version. Ooh. Looked like he hit first before the dot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. If you guys want to just head over to, you've already proven Kiwi Craig's coming over. We got 2 of you coming over the power plant. If you guys want to head to the power plant, you don't have to go all the way up to Fantasy of Flight. We don't have a camera up there anyway. We know you can do the approach. You've done the approach fine. Just keep the steady speed on the approach from the power plant at Lake Parker and come in from there, and that'll save you a lot of trip there. And I'm going to just get a map here where we're headed, you guys. So we have some coming in over the power plant, so we're just going to hold off at that point there. We're going to come back to our announcer's desk. And Mike, I see you sitting there still smiling since the last time I saw you. What do you think of the competition so far?
It's challenging, but it's fun.
It's
I
challenging.
like seeing all the planes
but
in the
fun.
sequence. That's really cool.
That is cool, and in real life they'd be half a mile apart. And if you get too close to the plane in front, you actually have to go back to the very start, or they'll have you hold at Lake Parker. So coming back to this screen again, you guys, you can see there's like Kiwi Craig. If he were too close to another plane in real life flying this thing, or even this one's too close, we would have him hold at Lake Parker. That's all we would say, because it's a published hold, VFR hold for this event in real life in the NOTAM. And so if the controller who's right here that tells you to rock your wings, you rock your wings, identify yourself, and it would say hold at Lake Parker. And you would have to just do a left turn and hold. You got to follow what they say, or you're out of there. You'll never be able to come back in. And they'll give you a phone number to call when you land. So Peter Selly's heading towards the power plant, and he will start there, and he will continue on also. I'm going to ask November 140WF if you could please do a 360 to your left. You don't have to follow the whole lake, but please just do a 360 on a 30-degree bank or just a standard right turn, and then that'll give you some spacing between you and the one in front of you. If you can't hear me, you're not on audio, then maybe you're not a competitor, but if you could please, November 140 Whiskey Foxtrot, please do a 360-degree left turn to get some spacing and then fall back in line. And it looks like he heard me. He's starting his turn there. There he goes. You don't have to do the whole lake. Peter Selly, I'm going to ask you to do a wide turn to the right, and that'll give November 140 some spacing also. And Mike Audio, you're okay. I think you'll be fine. November 140, tighten up that turn if you can, and get back in sequence, and we'll let you still be number 2. Peter Selly, if you could turn right, yep. Widen that turn so that you can let November 140 get back in line. Nice tight turn, 140, get back in line, you're good. That's good spacing now. Peter Selly, thanks for your cooperation. You can make your turn now. You should be able to fall in line over the power plant. And Mike Audio, just mind the traffic and just judge yourself. You could probably head toward the power plant and still have good spacing. And then Zulu Hotel, you're on your own, but certainly come back to the power plant. You don't have to do the full approach. And there we go. We got some good spacing, you guys. Now, Peter Selly, you do have Mike Audio behind you, so you can make the turn to the power plant now if you want, or else Mike will have to do a wide turn also. I just needed you to do a wider turn to the power plant, but now we're getting out of sequence. But you guys figure it out. Mike Audio's pretty close. Mike, you might want to even duck in behind him now and be ahead of him if you want. And same with you, Zulu. You could do the same. All right, we've got Kiwi Craig coming in, you guys, heading in toward, coming up Airport Road, heading towards the rock position. I'll see if I can see him again. Probably not. If I couldn't see him before, I probably won't see him again. So we'll give it a shot anyway. come up Airport Road right here and see him in the sky. Kiwi in the sky with diamonds. Yeah, that's the song, you guys. That's the song. Why do we have green under here? Oh, there you go. To Howard's house. That's the Howard's house sign. Yeah. So Kiwi Craig, he's actually going to come in over here. Okay. All right. Whatever works. Ah, Kiwi Craig, rock your wings. I see him. Maybe he's not on our audio. Look, rocking his wings. Good rock, Kiwi Craig. I want you to make a left turn. I want you to head down on a right downwind for the yellow dot. Left turn on a right downwind for the yellow dot. And there he goes, you guys. He's making the left turn. And follow Dane Road. I think it's called Dane Road. That's your downwind length right there, everybody. And you're going to be coming in on runway 28 right. I'll give you guys a visual what that looks like down here. Turn anywhere you want. Just judge it yourself. You're coming in on the yellow dot. It's pretty close there. And this has now become where my pointer is, has now become 28 right. He'll be coming in slowly now and landing on the yellow dot. Let's see how he's doing. Looking good. He's on the right downwind. He's making his turn to base. No radio communication is necessary, even in real life. The rock your wings is your acknowledgement.
Peter, could you rock your wings? Just to make sure I'm actually seeing him.
You are seeing him. That's great. Can you see him close enough to rock his wings?
That's the worst part. Is I said rock your wings, and then his plane disappeared, but his tag's still.
Because you're so far away. That's why. Yeah. Got to get right in there. All right. Let me see if Dr. No Thumb is there. If he's there at the yellow dot, looks like he is. Okay, we'll leave it there. He's got great video, you guys. I do have Ace of Spades on the dot too, but I'll just watch here. Dr. No Thumb's got some great video going here. Oh man, that sideways view might be better, Dr. No Thumb. See Ace of Spades screen? This is a good one right here.
Comet, could you rock your wings?
Back to Andrew. Comet's rocking his wings.
Thanks, sir.
Too bad you can't get any closer, Andrew. It's so tiny up there. It's hard to follow when you're closer, but so Dr. No Thumb, if you'd follow him in, I'm going to switch to Ace's screen at the last minute, all right? Because this is a side view. We can tell when they enter and leave the circle, or follow him in and then do the same kind of view, because that's hard to tell on that angle you were at when you're in front of them. It's hard to tell where their wheels land. But you can say what you think about that landing and give me a score. All right, so you just helped Comet Crazy, Andrew?
Yep.
Okay, so he's coming up next. Is he Peter Selly?
No, he's behind.
Zulu.
He's Golf Mike.
Yeah, right. All right, Peter Selly's coming up next. Right here. So Andrew, I'm going to come back to the announcer desk for a moment. We have nobody on Downwind or Final. I just want to ask, how hard is it for you to come in and hit that dot? Is that a really hard thing in a Cessna 172?
No.
It's not hard? What's the secret? Anybody want to share a secret?
Not the couple of times that I did it today. I did it yesterday.
So
you just
got it down to science.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but you guys do way over here. Mike, could you rock your wings?
I'll bring you back over to your screen. Nice coverage, Andrew. Way to go. You gonna tell them good rock? Continue on. Second Saturday stream, cool. Yeah, Moo. Yeah, today it is. Yeah, it's a long day for me. I'll have to reintroduce myself to my family. Hey, do I still have a family? You know, that's how it goes. And I even have company here this week too, so, you know, teaching him flying. Lots of fun. Peter Selly's on his way down. So let's have a look at my screen for a second, and you'll see Peter Selly's on his way in now. He'll be the next one coming up on the Rock Your Wings over Polk Highway. And And you can see behind him, Zulu Zulu Hotel is right there, following down the proper approach. Mic audio is back here. I thought you just, yeah, you did clear mic audio right around here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go, the next three guys, and I see someone moving here. Is that someone taxiing? We don't have someone coming in, right?
No,
I didn't think we had
there's
someone coming in. Wow. Okay.
everybody's on the way or at
Okay.
or on the ground.
I
At,
thought we missed somebody.
Lakeland.
Okay, I thought Peter Selly was next.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say the name that I see here, you guys, because that's
Yeah, it's
easier.
Peter.
For me.
It's Peter, then Comic, then Mike, and
Yep.
then everybody else is on the ground at Lakeland.
So as you see the tags here, you guys, Peter, Zulu Hotel, Mike Audio. That's 1, 2, and 3 coming down the interstate. And here, Peter Selly can now do his rock his wings. Let's get him to do that. Let me get close so you can see the rock. Oh yeah, he's the one I can't see. Yep, he's the plane I can't see for some reason. Well, he can do it anyway for anyone who can see it. Maybe Dr. No Thumb can see it. Nope. Peter Selly, rock your wings. I'm going to pretend I see him rocking right over the Polk Highway. And I'm going to say, make a left turn for a right downwind. For runway 28 right, yellow dot.
And you lost Dr. No Thumb.
Yeah, I see that. No, he's there. I see something on his screen.
No, he's saying CTD in chat.
Oh, really? Oh, I see. That must be his last image. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got Ace on the yellow dot. All right. Peter Selly is now heading down on his right downwind. He'll be coming around. Don't get confused with runway 23. You're going to be coming up to 28 way over here and heading down to the yellow dot. It's not that far away, so you might want to be at the threshold of the taxiway. That's different than the green one. This is why it's very interesting to use both, you guys. He should be coming across right to left now on our screen any minute as he comes on base. There he is. Nice and low, figuring it out. He's going to make his turn to final, and I'm going to move over to Ace's screen where we can watch him actually go past. Ace's screen should show him as a plane, but my screen, of course, for some reason, he doesn't show. Funny how some planes show and some don't. There's the yellow dot he's heading towards. All right. I'll move over to Ace's. I'm ready with the trigger. There's no way I'd be able to tell if he touched the dot. There he goes. And I'm going to move over to the yellow dot. I'm going to watch Ace's screen now. Let's see what happens. He's coming closer, closer, and he's just about to touch. 4-second delay on Ace's screen, right about now. I do see things moving. What did we miss? Did I blink? I can't move his camera around, but I thought I'd see a plane come in and... So we're going to have to ask the pilot to tell us how you did. Do you think you nailed it?
Kiwi says he would say he landed in the dot.
Okay. Oh, Kiwi's there too. Okay, but we don't have a screen on from
No.
Kiwi. But
No.
Kiwi was watching too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Ace's screen didn't show him, not even his tag. But
Unless Ace is frozen too.
Could be, right? So this is Kiwi Craig's plane, you guys. He's sitting right here watching the dot. There's Ace on the other side. And Strap's there too, actually. But I think Strap is busy at the moment. But, you know, it's good to have more than one eyeball because there's an example right there. Comic Crazy's on final, you guys. I see him coming in. I'm not so sure that Ace's screen will work, so I'm going to try and use my screen. And then we'll do an opinion from Kiwi Craig too. I'm going to watch the dot somewhere around here. Be able to tell what's going on. See if I can get that steady. There he comes, and too soon. And bounced. Yep. Nice try, Comic. Now, Kiwi Craig, did you do 3 already? All on green, maybe? Look, he's standing out there. He's really watching the dot, you guys. Look at him. Look at him. He's right there. He's really watching it. Be careful. You did see Mike go in the grass, right?
It's easier to do it as the avatar than it is to do it as the plane, because you don't have the canopy, the cockpit.
That's true,
stuff
right?
to look around. So.
Yeah, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous. All right, we got Mike Audio turning base. Mike, you already know enough to go down on a right downwind, heading towards runway 28 right. Land on the yellow dot, please. And if I can see
Key
Mike,
rig
I'm gonna
to
ask
2
him to
green, 1
rock his
yellow.
wings.
Okay.
So Mike, on your base, rock your wings, buddy.
Attention all aircraft. Information hotel is now current. Altimeter 3029er.
Good rock. I just changed my frequency. Good rock, and in he goes. Anybody watching? I'm going to watch right here. I can see his plane, so I should be able to watch it. Here he comes. Right there. Kiwi Craig, you're going to back me up on what I see here. So Kiwi Craig's done 2 green and 1 yellow. Come on, Mike, we're behind you all the way, man. Achoo!
Oh, so close.
I don't know how to break it to you, but you are my friend, so I'm going to tell you you were 4 feet away.
Exactly. Well, that's close enough, I thought.
So close. What are you? You're such a dreamer. 4 feet, man. Nice try. Nice try, Mike. Good for you for trying. Obviously, like on Thursday night, I didn't do any better than that. So, way to go. All right, how many we got left? Do we have any more that need to go? I think that's 3 for you too, Mike, right?
Yes.
Okay. We still have, that's Andrew. We
Nope.
still have 140. Were you a competitor?
He's been flying the route, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
And other than that,
What
everybody
is it?
else is on the everybody else is on the
Everybody
ground.
else is
so-
back here in the airport, right? So now it's time to tally. You guys have been watching. Maybe some of you know who the winner is. We're going to be announcing the winner and the prizes on Tuesday.
Okay. So that November
Tuesday session.
is Heisenberg. So one Whiskey Foxtrot's Heisenberg. So he's on his third. He's on his last run now.
Okay, good. You can turn right at the power plant. Do a nice sharp right turn.
Yeah,
right
I was
there,
just gonna say.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Want to just come in where
Yep.
I am.
if you can hear
There's
it.
one person left.
Say that, Mike.
There's one person left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Looks like there is. Yeah.
Yeah, Heisenberg's on. He says he's on his third. And he's 140 Whiskey Foxtrot.
I'll quickly remove the dots. Give me a better chance.
You can remove the dots for him. You are so mean. You know, you look so innocent there with that smile on your face, but you have a mean streak, my friend. See, Mike. See, Andrew, we're learning more about Mike every day. You know,
Quick, kill their power.
kill the power, quick.
Alt F4.
Yeah. He says thanks. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Thanks. He's going to find you at FS Expo. Super Ty says, dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze. Is that a hint that you're going to bed now? It's probably that time where you are. No, it's not. You're on the
it's
east
only
coast
three.
of Canada. It's only an
Say,
hour.
It's only 3 o'clock.
What's this dreamy, sleepy stuff? What's he talking about? Let's see what else is in chat. Nothing there. Okay, I'll move over here. And we'll wait for him to come in. So this has been our landing challenge at Lakeland Airport, you guys. This is, a takeoff from what really happens in real life. They don't actually have a landing challenge on these dots. These dots are there to sequence planes in and they have a special license from the FAA the week of Sun and Fun, which is April 1st and on. They have a special FAA license to allow more than one plane on the runway at the same time. That's why they have the dots. If they get really crowded with that conga line coming down Highway 4, then they will use those dots. If not, they'll just send them in, just maybe all on the green dot, depending on the wind. And that's why they have the 2 of them there. All of the warplane and higher traffic, the jets, the big heavy jets that are coming in, the big military planes that are coming in, the Blue Angels are coming in, all of those planes, Big Albert coming with the Blue Angels, they all land on the main runway. That's what they'll do. And that's why they reserve the main runway for the faster and the heaviers. And they use the taxiway for all of us GA planes. And then they're taxied down to their camping spot, which is one of the fields. It's pretty cool what they do, right? Comic Crazy says, all 3 complete for me. Thank you for the awesome event. Full NOTAM, dots, commentary, just love it. Thanks to all involved. Call Me Crazy, you're so appreciative. Thank you very much for saying that. It's a lot of fun. And this one was a shorter prep time than we do for Oshkosh. And Oshkosh is bigger. They have extra runways. They have 2 different approaches. We have to have extra controllers, extra photographers, and we plan it further ahead. We'll probably be doing that in June. This is now February. Probably June we'll do an Oshkosh event again. Foxtrot will fly in from the West Coast in the sim every day a little further in until he finally comes to the event. That's kind of cool, just like in real life. And we'll do some landing challenges then too. Tuesday night, the whole evening is going to be devoted to the winners, their prizes, and their certificates. Everybody, if you can't tune in Tuesday night, at least catch the VOD at your convenience, and then you can see who won, and you can see the prizes they get, and you can see the certificates they're going to get, which is a lot of fun.
And Top Glock Heisenberg, November 140 Whiskey Foxtrot's on his way. It's just passing me.
Super. I got your screen up. Is that is he there on your screen somewhere?
Yeah, he just went past. He's over the lake.
There he is.
Past
Cool.
he's past the lake now.
I moved over to your screen too late, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, he's just coming up to the highway now.
Yep. Cool. Let you guys see that over here. He's heading to the highway and coming down the approach. So now we're also going to ask, we've been watching on your screens, we're also going to ask you guys, each of the pilots, and this is how informal it is, you guys, we're going to ask each of the pilots if they followed the approach properly. Some of them we could pay attention to, but you know Andrew and I were both distracted by what was happening. But as you can see, this is a really nice tool, you guys, and everybody can have this tool. It's free. Each pilot has to run it though to be able to see them, but it's a really nice tool that you can use. And as you can see, when you say show information, it'll show you their speed. They have to be at 100 knots and they have to be at 1,200 feet, and he's doing it. They're doing it. This is great. And that's what we expected, just like in real life. This is true to real life. This is taken right from the NOTAM, from the real Sun and Fun Parker approach. This is like Parker.
He's about 3 feet low and 2 knots fast.
And that's fine, plus or minus 10, you guys. So we're just like in real life on a check ride, we're doing plus and minus 100 on the altitude, plus and minus 10 on the speed. So that's how we're working it. And they've been all within those parameters, so I think they all got their approaches points, even if they didn't get their landing points. So I will also mention, you guys, at this moment, let's just come back to our announcer screen for a minute until we have to rock him in. I do want to mention, you guys, I do work at Sun and Fun on April 1st. I'm a volunteer there. I'm a supervisor on airside operations. If you too would like to come and volunteer for the week, even though first year volunteers don't get free they don't get free camping. It's free parking, but they don't get free camping. But what I can do, the lot that I have for camping, I only have my 2-man tent. If you want to come and volunteer and you need camping, there's some room on my lot to pitch your tent if you wish. In future years, if you come back and keep volunteering, you can even bring an RV, you can bring a trailer, you can bring a tent, and we'll give you free parking and free camping for that. And it's quite an experience. It's a great experience, and it's a lot of fun. You're expected to deliver at least 1 day of volunteering, and you're expected to work at least 4 hours of that day. All right, and then we'll work the shift work around that. I'm working every day. I'm loving it. I'm seeing airplanes every day. I'm seeing people. It's a riot, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. For years and years, I always wanted to come to Sun and Fun. Now I'm right in it, on the ground, boots on the ground. And you too can do the same and eat, sleep, and breathe aviation for a week, or as many days as you can spare. Come join us.
Heisenberg is now following Airport Road.
Super, thanks, Andrew. Here he comes down the airport road. I've got him. I've got the traffic. I've got the feeling.
And he just got far enough away that his tag disappeared for me.
Yeah, from where you were up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, comic you were, yep. I was noticing that. He's almost there, but I'm just going to ask him here while we're watching. Top Glock 22, rock your wings. trying to follow him. Maybe he can't hear me. There he goes. So he's listening to the stream audio. Good rock, great rock. Thanks for that. If you wouldn't mind making a left turn on the downwind, we're going to be doing a right downwind for runway 28 right. You're going to be landing on the yellow dot. You're clear to land. Welcome to Sun and Fun.
Turn it downwind.
That's another thing Say Intentions did, you guys. Those dots, you can see they're still visible from this far away. They weren't visible after 800 feet when they first put these in, and they had to work on figuring out how to make those visible for airplanes coming in from a distance. Way to go for them. They really worked hard at it, and they did a great job. That's why we give them the mention
just
here,
about
you guys.
just about over. The last run's coming in now.
Hey KW, how's it going? Dr. Notham's back on cam. Let's go have a look and see how he's doing. He's following him in. There's cool. Way cool.
Turn base.
Dr. Notham's got him on camera. No problem. I'm going to let him use his camera. He's always got some great views. I'm going to do a straight on the yellow just to see what it looks like. Remember, you guys, you too can have the dots and all those airplanes on the airport. If you go and get the Say Intentions free client, give it a try for 24 hours. Try all the functions. Try the moderator. Try the
even if you
the tour guide.
if you
Go
get
ahead,
the Open Sky, the freeware IFR version, you still get the 24-hour free for the full
full package of everything. Yep, absolutely. Top clock is on short final now, coming in for runway 28 right. Clear to land, yellow dot. Good luck. Nice visual there, Dr. No Thumb. Thank you. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, everybody. Ooh, yeah. I'd say he's there. I would say he's there.
Drag it. Cut. That's a lovely landing. Smack in the middle.
That was very nice.
Isn't that sweet?
I should have taken the dots out.
Nice finish. You should have taken the dots out, Mike. You weren't with it.
I knew I should have.
Get the paint out. I saw you heading over there with a can of paint. You're just going to paint over the yellow, right? Nice one.
He's going to make it red or something, so we tell him to land on the red.
Yeah, that's right.
Yellow dot.
Told him to
Yellow dot, and it's
yellow.
not there anymore.
That's it. You did the red one, not the yellow.
And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes all the contestants today. From what I can tell, I think that's it. I think we've done enough of them. And Mike, you're still smiling. You're a devious guy. You know, it's almost like your lips aren't moving in that picture. And everybody, what a nice way to finish seeing a perfectly done landing. I'm not even going to attempt it. Andrew, did you do 3 of them, or did you?
I didn't do any.
That's enough. I thought you did.
No.
Oh, you didn't. You were in a
I
Spitfire
did.
still.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
that's right.
I did a couple of when we were just finished up the group fly.
Group fly, yeah. That's it. That's
But
what I did. Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys, that's all we're doing. We can see there are going to be some more public airplanes coming in there and flying. As you can see behind me here, they're all practicing because you never know. We might do it again someday. I do want to mention over on my screen, you can see Mike Audio is going over there to paint over the yellow now. He's going to paint it a different color. Mike, you are a devious man, right? That was fun, Heis. It was great. Thank you to the participants. And you guys, I hope you can tune in Tuesday. And if not, then come to the VOD. We're going to be doing them then. I can't get the certificates ready in time today. You guys would be waiting around while I do all my art, you know, my magic with my art. And there's Mike painting right now down on the field. He's got, just
I'm
in
gonna make
case.
sure this is not yellow. He
That's
didn't have
it.
the yellow one.
That's right. Make him do it again, right? Yeah. That is so funny, you guys. And so from the commentator's desk, if there's no more questions or any more information, you guys, we want to say thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in to this event. It was informal. We had some glitches, but we made it happen. And we really appreciate how Dr. Notham helped us out here by watching on the dots to make sure that we could still watch them, even though we couldn't see some of the planes. In the future, we're learning in 2024, we got to make sure every person, cameras and competitors, have exactly the same settings. All right, we're going to take screen snaps. We're going to send it out in the NOTAM. We're going to make sure a little stricter on how we're going to make this happen so we don't have these, whoops, we don't see a plane thing, right? And we'll make sure that happens, you guys. Can also thank Ace for leaving his camera set up there on the yellow dot. That's really nice of him. And Mike for being able to see your in-plane camera. Go ahead, Andrew. Thanks for your
I was
video.
just going to say, the guys in Discord, don't forget to disconnect.
Right, guys, well, when we close the channel, you guys, you'll be abruptly disconnected, but you can certainly disconnect now. Thanks for your participation.
Well,
and,
no, the Discord will stay live as long as anybody wants to sit there.
And don't forget to watch the VOD, you guys, and we'll see you then. So from each of us at the announcer's desk, Andrew, Mike, and I, we say thank you very much for participating. Thank you for coming and watching, everybody, both on Twitch and on YouTube. We appreciate you coming in. We're going to go to credits again to show those who support the Twitch stream, who have paid to keep it running. It does cost money to run all the different things that we run and to make things royalty free. So we appreciate your support, everyone. And we shall see you. The next stream will be Tuesday for the awards. Andrew, you're going to say something there.
No, I was just going to say, based on Super Ty just said, Jane's also live. I was like, yeah, I know, it just popped up. She's making gingerbread something, apparently.
That's what she does. And guess what her handle is, you guys? This is Jane Reynolds, the senior, I keep wanting to call her product manager because I worked at Microsoft for years as a contractor.
The senior community manager at Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Microsoft Simulator. She did all the streams in the early years until CDL was brought on board. And in her personal life, she's making baking. And she calls herself Jane Doe. I love it. It's what an appropriate name, you know, for baking, for a baking channel. Go see Jane, you guys. And I think, is Allie still around streaming?
Yeah,
or did she
she's
finish?
still on.
She's still up. Well, maybe we should go there, right? Let's go ahead to Allie and give her our support, you guys. We're going to raid her while we're doing the credits.
Kata's still live, too, just in case.
Is Kata flying? What's she doing?
Live weather time, CYVK to CYPK.
We went to Kata last time. I think we should come back to Allie this time. All right, give her our support and show her how much we love her. So you guys have some fun, and we'll see you again soon. We're going to head to credits as soon as I can find them on my screen, as things got changed around. Okay, take care, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you again soon.